Coming up on 6:35 now, the Youngstown Warren Regional Airport is starting a new chapter today with daily flights to Chicago.
27 First News Weekend morning anchor Abby Schrader has been out at the airport all morning long. She joins us live now with one of the men who helped to bring that flight to the valley.
Good morning, Dan and Lauren. Yeah, that inaugural flight takes off at 8:55 this morning, and already passengers are starting to show up to the airport to get themselves checked in. And joining us now, we have Mickey Bowman. He's from ADI, and he's one of the guys that kind of helped get this whole thing started. So he's joining us now this morning. Good morning. Glad to have you here.
Thank you very much.
How exciting is it to be just hours away from this inaugural flight?
It's tremendously satisfying and exciting at the same time for us. This has been a long time coming.
And we already have passengers showing up, and they all seem really excited too, because something that we talked about earlier, the convenience, the price, how important is that to have that here in Youngstown?
I think it's the most important factor, actually. This service will actually probably make it or not make it based on the fact that, it's just terribly convenient for the folks of Youngstown. No more of those long drives down to Akron or Pittsburgh.
And why did we want to bring it here? I mean, we mentioned the convenience, things like that, but why did the area need this?
I think anyone at the Chamber of Commerce will tell you that transportation is extremely important when you're trying to attract business into town, frankly. So we see this as sort of an ideal mix with Chicago. You get local business traffic moving back and forth, and you get the ability to connect and go beyond as well. So not only can people who are living in Youngstown get out and do their business and get home, but conversely, folks that live outside of Youngstown can get here, do their business, and get home as well.
And for this inaugural flight too, it's almost full. There's about more than 30 people that have bought tickets for this.
Yeah, there's 37, I think, on the first flight out this morning. Yeah, we're very happy with that.
And how good of that is a number, because for the first flight, maybe a lot of people still don't know what's going on. So how important is it to have that many?
It's very important, obviously. This service will make it on the merits of how many folks actually come out and use the service. It's always that way. We're selling 49 seats on these regional jets for this particular circumstance, and I would like to see all 49 full every day.
And something that we were talking about earlier is the RNC is coming up in Cleveland is coming up in just a couple weeks. And so are we hoping to maybe see that play a role too in how many people are using this service?
I would love to see that play a role. Quite frankly, I hadn't really thought much about the RNC, but yes, this is a good alternative, I think. And frankly, moving in and out of Cleveland area obviously is getting pretty tough. So yeah, it's a very good point that we're very hopeful.
All right, so the flight takes off 8:55 this morning, so just a couple more hours away. Are you guys feeling excited?
Very excited. Lots of butterflies right now, and hopefully we'll see it through and get this thing going.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, again, that flight takes off at 8:55 this morning, and we'll be covering that as long as the arriving flight from Chicago to talk to some passengers and see how everything went for them. Christina Mullen, she will be live at noon having all those details for us, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. But for now, live in Vienna, Abby Schrader, WKBN 27 First News this morning.